Hey, that's luck. I'll tell you that. Good evening, Ty and Wolf. How are y'all doing?
Good,
Uh,
good. Happy to be a part of the podcast.
Hey, I'm glad you guys took the time out to do it. This is well, what is this? This is episode 43 now. Yeah. Yeah. And I get to have what I like to call the power couple of the cliff. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. So this is a grand opportunity to have you guys both on. So
Thank
um
you, sir.
so first off, I've been wanting to have you guys both on for numerous reasons. For the fact, like you guys both do music. It's so awesome to see you guys both doing music at the same time, and like I don't know, it's just that right there makes me all happy and shit. So like I don't know, I guess to start off, like damn, I don't know. You know what? Just while I'm still in giddy mode, you guys should introduce yourselves fully. Ladies first.
Okay, so I'm Tyra, and I go by JaNette Alexander in like my music realms, music side of things. So, if you're out there and you want to listen to some nice R&B, go check me out on a streaming network or site near you, JaNette Alexander. And yeah, I am the wife of Wolf here as well. Sorry, I don't really know how to introduce myself. Hi.
That's perfect if you ask me. Wolf.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
You gonna be all nonchalant about it, bro?
I mean,
I'm like high energy and you're just real zen and chill.
uh,
It's
this
all
usually
good.
this usually works better after I've had a few drinks. Hi guys.
Tell me about it.
I'm
Actually,
Wolf.
actually, is oh yeah. Why am I talking for you now? No, no, I got. This is not helping you.
You know everything. You can take over. No, I'm Foster for people that haven't made the correlation yet between Wolf and Foster. Uh, I went to Townview. I grew up in a nice little neighborhood. Where do I go with this? I do
I
music
mean,
now.
My
yeah.
favorite color is black.
But no, seriously though, I'm Wolf. I do music, good music. I think it's good. Other people do too. Y'all should listen if y'all haven't yet. Um, it's rap. It's not R&B, but I pretty
Not
much
yet,
have
right?
right. Not yet. Not until I have my Kanye phase where I just do everything. But yeah, um, I talk about a lot of stuff in my music, like between spirituality and chakras and souls and just doing good. Yeah. And I also do shirts and apparel and stuff too. For right now, it's just shirts on 47 Wood Street. But I'm working on getting more apparel. Only got about 40 items on there so far. Trying to get some more. Excuse me.
And you see that there, my brother, is a intro, and you pulled it off. I'm so proud of you.
Awesome.
Let's
Good job,
first.
baby.
Thank you.
So, okay. So I'm running through my mind. I don't know if I remember it correctly, but do you guys have any songs out together yet?
Yeah, we actually do have one of the first songs that she was a part of officially. It was called Back to the Sky. That's on my Wolf God playlist. But it was on her first album drop. Damn, they came through basins.
It's called Back to You.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was one of the first songs we wrote when we got together, like back when I was in my own little apartment and he would come over at like 2 a.m. to make quesadillas and stuff back in the dating phase. But we I think we went like to a lake at like stop laughing. I think we went to
Oh,
a lake date at like 10 p.m. and he came across this beat and like we were just sitting in the car at the lake and just started singing and came up with a hook, and then from there like we just started working on the actual song together and it was so cute.
Yeah, we came up with the bones and everything. We started off at the lake and then we was on the balcony. Uh just trying to actually get it all the way together. And I feel like it came out pretty nice.
Me too.
How was that experience for you? Just to bouncing that energy back and forth.
It's pretty good, bro. It's nice to have somebody all equal plays to bounce ideas and energy with, like somebody that I don't just have to take the lead with and be like, okay, this is the song, you need to do your part. Like it's like we both kind of bounced ideas and had different things we agreed on and disagreed, cut some stuff out to make it even better. Because I mean, like, perfection doesn't come from just complete fulfillment and feeling everything and put everything in one thing. Perfection comes from the art of creation and destruction. Like, you got to take some pieces away, shave things away that aren't in best interest.
Now, Tyra, how do you feel about that? Are you guys on the same page when it comes to that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think for me, if I gave it like a word or a feeling, I felt like it was done like effortlessly because that particular song and a lot of the songs that I write myself, they are experience based. So it was really easy for us to write this song saying, sorry if you hear baby girl in the background. It's really
It's all
easy
good.
for us to write this song saying, hey, we met in like 2009 in high school. And yeah, we separated, we lived our own lives, this, that, and the other. But in our adulthood, we came back together. At that point, we had just gotten engaged. And now here we are, like having a family and house and etc. But it was really easy to write that particular song because it was kind of like an introduction to our friends, fans, and stans on who Team Davis was and how we got to where we were at that point in our life. So I think it was done effortlessly to me.
I
Yeah.
think that's beautiful. I don't. Well, Wolf basically drops pointers off to me as I progress in this life because he knows things that I don't. I'm not sharing completely to the public, but but yeah, like Wolf basically gives me pointers in the future of life so I can do stuff correctly.
Yeah,
But
the path is paved by the people that walk it. So I mean, like I just tell people what I done seen, like what I experienced and what I know. And 9 times out of 10, it be stuff that people that I already experienced and know. And really, it just be affirmation.
yeah,
Because I mean, ain't nobody got to tell you what's the right thing to do. You
you
already
feel
know
it.
what
You
the
know
right
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody already know what the right thing to do is and the best thing to do. You already know that you had it internalized. I think that's in the human genome, knowing the motherfucking right thing to do. And sometimes it takes somebody else telling you what it is for you to believe it yourself. Really.
Yeah. Actually, it's crazy because there's a scene in one anime. I think it's My Hero Academia, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's not Deku. Well, it's Deku, but Deku has somebody else tell, I think Kachigan something through somebody else because he receives it better from another person, and it's crazy how that always is a thing. Like I can't tell my little brother things. I have to like tell it to another homie so that he can tell it to him, and then he'll do it. It's crazy how that
yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am waiting on an album from you guys. Like I need you guys to go ham and just drop the Wolf Tie album. Like I need that to happen. I will send stuff you guys' way if you tell me that that is happening.
All in due time, my brother. The great Alexander's is on the
Oh,
way.
that's what you're gonna call it? Is that what you're gonna call it?
That might be. That's what we named the pseudo record label. At
Yeah.
least the great Alexander's. Because I mean, both of us, Wolf Alexander, JaNette Alexander. It's what it is.
I'm trying to think. That is who is that? Who am I thinking about? Is there a king or something? Like
The
Alexander the
Great.
Great. There
There
we
you
go. There we
go.
Yes,
go.
there you go.
Okay. Hey man, hey bro, this age shit is like happening. Like I'm forgetting a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's happening to me too, bro. Like it's not even with the forgetfulness. It's my body be sore, bro. It'd be hard for me to get up out of chair.
Well,
Like,
you got to hit the stretch thing. I was just talking to a homie about that. It's like
mm-hmm.
you're in that area now where you have to get up and stretch now. If you don't stretch, you just done.
Man, yes, that part exactly. I be making all the old man noises and shit when I try to get up, and it's not cool. It makes me want to like run a triathlon or some shit, like work out like intensely, bro.
And you may
Cause
be on your own on that one, but
Nah,
I'll
y'all
be
got to
rooting
do it
for you,
together.
cheering from the
Y'all got to
sidelines.
do it together, man. That's how you gonna be able to keep up with the kids. Y'all gotta stay. Y'all gotta stay in fit.
man, say the kids will definitely keep us fit enough. Have to chase
Right.
after them.
So okay, so tell me where you guys like when it comes to just blending these ideas, when it comes to just blending as two human beings, do you really think is it because I always hear the statement of it's like two become one. Do you guys believe in that philosophy?
Me, I want to say yes and no. Yes, in the aspect that like our individual lives are now brought together and we're a unit, we're a team as always. But no, in the sense that I enjoy the fact that we are two completely different yet the same individuals. I think it's important to one, appreciate the fact that you and your partner are different, and two, learn from those differences that you might have. Like he has a different, excuse me, a different mindset than I might have about certain things, but it allows me to learn from it, you know? So,
Mm.
yes, you become one in a sense, but at the same time, you should still keep your individuality, even when, getting married or being in a relationship or whatever.
Yeah, it's two sides to the same coin. Like,
Hmm.
uh, basically, we both want the same thing. We just go about getting that same thing different ways sometimes. Like two sides of the same coin, heads and tails. It's the same coin still. It's just
Yeah.
Yes,
two
the
different
yin to my
perspectives.
yang.
Why I gotta be the
Um,
bad guy though?
ain't nothing. Nothing's bad. Everything is just.
Right, right.
Actually, it's crazy because well, shit, I'm just playing around with the thoughts on this. It's kind of like you guys both have your own set of combos, and now you figure out how to basically like blend them together to lay even stronger combos together. I think it's dope. I think it's dope. Um, like my so I had a question for Ty, primarily for when it comes to just getting dreads, and it's been one of those things because like my hair looks like a fucking mess. I got that cowboy bebop mixed with Kakashi going on.
Oh
It
goodness. That's an interesting combo.
And I've always considered because I don't think I would look cool with braids, but dreads. I said maybe. But my thing with dreads has always been, can you take them hoes out, or once you get them, like that's forever?
So when you first get them, you can wash them out. And if you're looking to get your locks done, follow me on Facebook, Twisted by Ty. Thanks very much. Uh,
She's doing the
Cypher.
nacho man.
Right, right.
but no, if they're starter locks and you get them and you don't like how it looks, then within a certain amount of time, you can just wash it out and it's simple. But if you're at the point where, like I am, I've had mine almost 5 years now, you can comb it out, but in the process, you lose quite a bit of hair. Uh,
Mm.
yeah,
You
you
gonna have
you
what you got right now, bro.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, but you are able to comb them out after so long. It just takes like 5 days to do it, and then you end up
Oh
losing
dang.
hair in the process.
Oh
But
man.
it's not
So
it's not a super commitment though, bro. Like
Not how
if you
people
wait
make
a
it seem.
month or 2 months or something like that, you can still comb it right out, wash it right out, come right off. Because it
yeah,
takes a
because
second for it to
yeah,
lock.
that's my. I'm like I don't want to really be too committed to it because I do like being able to have like I don't know. I like the looseness of my hair. Like it's crazy because I was talking to one homegirl about just upkeep of hair, and actually, since I'm talking on the phone with some, not the phone, this sound I'm talking to someone that actually does hair. What would be your regimen if you were telling somebody how to keep up their hair? What would be the go-to thing you would tell them?
Uh, for me, I like to let my hair be free. And I know that's frowned upon in some areas of the lock community. But I think that you should avoid pulling your hair back as much as possible. Just like if you have loose hair and you braid it a lot or put it in rubber bands a lot, it starts to thin out. It's the same thing with locks. So like keep your hands out of it if you can.
Mm.
Um,
My
and
hands are in my hair right now.
I just did your hair. Get your hands out your head.
My bad.
But yeah, let your hair be free and don't compare your hair to the next person because everybody's head and hair is different. It grows differently. It's different textures and everything. So try not to look at the next person's head like, oh, but their hair looks so great and mine looks like this. Yours will get there. Be patient with yourself. It'll get there.
What about washing?
I'm bad about washing my own hair. I am. So when I do other people's hair, I like to wash it myself when I do it. So like I have somebody that comes every 3 to 4 weeks to get their hair done. So they just get their hair washed every 3 to 4 weeks when I do their hair. But my
Mm.
hair, I wash mine every 2 months. But that's just because my hair don't stink, it don't have that smell. But like every few weeks is good for, our type of hair. Would not recommend washing it on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. I learned the hard way with that one. So, actually, just recently, because I was using this product called I think it's OGX. They always have the coconut,
Oh,
and yeah, they had like the coconut stuff. But then they had this. There's a lawsuit going out for them now because they got a
Oh.
chemical in there that's causing people to shed. And yeah, so don't use that shit if you got it. Right?
yeah, bro. You got to look for the thing that say no parabens and all that good stuff. Cause I mean, like, in all honesty, like with washing hair, you got to think about it like a plant, bro. You don't water certain plants every day, or else they will
Mm.
die because you get rid of all the nutrients in them. And like you just don't like think about if you just if you water the plant with like a gallon of water every single day, bro. I don't think no plants would survive. I think a cactus would probably die from that shit, bro.
A- Actually, what was the weirdest part about it is because that's a good analogy. Is think of it just kind of like a plant. Um, it's a weird thing because I noticed like all these different textures. There's like the 4C, the well, actually I can't even start naming them things like I know them off the bat because I don't know them off the bat. I just know it's a thing. And I know there was something about like if your hair keeps in a certain amount of water. I'm just babbling. Like I'm an ignorant person trying to talk about hair. All I know about hair is you're supposed to wash that shit at least once a week. At least that's what I was told. And then I grew up in the family that used Blue Magic. And then you grow up and you find
Oh,
out that they said, "Oh, that has mineral oil in it." So now you can't use that shit anymore. So now you're just looking around like, "So what the hell do I use?" And like I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of lost when it comes to that shit. I'm just like I'm so glad that it ain't fell out.
No, that happened to me before, but I was using a perm, so I was natural for like 2 years, I think, after high school. I was natural. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna perm my hair. I want some bundles. I'm about to perm it. I put that perm on my hair, and when I washed it, all of my hair fell out. All of it.
Oh
Everything.
dang.
It fell out. I ended up just shaving what was left. I just shaved it off. I was like, yeah, no. That's my biggest fear now, trying new products that all my hair is gonna fall out.
So I hate to be the reporter, and when you're like watching the news, and then the asshole reporter asks, "So how did that make you feel?" But I mean, I got to do it. I got to because like that sounds very traumatizing. So Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
it was traumatizing. Like I think back to when I was in grade school and people be like, my hair didn't grow because my mama permed it when I was little. And here I am washing my hair, washing the perm out my hair, and chunks of hair is just falling out into the sink in my hands, just falling out. And I'm like, man, maybe those girls weren't lying. Like maybe there's some truth to this. But yeah, it was crazy. I looked really crazy by the head, but good thing I could pull off a buzz cut because everybody can't do it. Everybody's not able. But yeah, it was. Ooh, that was something. I don't think I'll ever put a perm in my head or my kid's head. That's tough.
Yeah, I can just imagine you literally like, okay, let's go ahead and wash it out, and then you just see a clump fall out into the sink. It's like, oh, tunnel visions into the clump, and then it comes out, and there's more and more just keeps coming. It's like, what is this?
Yeah, that does sound like a horror story. I don't no, man.
Definitely something out of an anime. I don't know.
Like I was gonna say
Nani.
I was gonna say I was gonna keep this between y'all, but the problem is we're recording it. But fuck it. I found like 3 strands of silver the other day, and um like that's a whole other thing, like gray hair. But I don't know,
Man, I
it's
can't wait to
weird.
have gray hair.
Yeah, cause like my grandma, my great grandma had like just silver hair all the way down her back. So I always thought it was like this cool thing to get that. Cause I don't know, you think of like, oh yeah, anime characters like Scar. It just I don't know. I want it to come, but it is a reminder. Like, cause okay, so the first time I saw gray hair, it's when I was working like 2 jobs back to back,
Mm-hmm.
and I stopped at, and then the gray hair didn't show up. Now that I'm basically doing 2 jobs again, that's when that shit shows up again. So that's probably on me. But
Yeah. Same thing happened to me when I was selling cars, bro. I clocked out. I had to go home for the day, take a mental health day for him, because it was like, nah, I was at Trophy, and we was following up on some internet leads, and then one of my homies was like, hey Foster, come here. So I rolled my chair back. I was like, what's good? Said, hold on, just 1 second.
all
He
right.
he pulled it. No, I'm saying that's what he told me. And then he pulled it out. I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked over and there was a gray hair in his head. No, he didn't even pull it out. He like took a picture of it and showed me the picture. And like I looked, I was distraught for a second. I was like, damn. I started reconsidering life and shit for a second. Like, man, is it really that bad out here? It's bad enough for me to go home. I'm about to go home. Fuck it, I'm gone today. Tell boss
So
man that I'll be back.
I remember that era. I remember when you were selling cars. Actually, that was pre Ghost Me, and like, what was that like, bro? Because I know for a fact I always hear the other stories of you're basically. It feels like you're selling your soul to people in some way. No, that's insurance, but yeah, bro. How was that experience for you, man?
It was cool, bro. Like it was kind of like my job now with Uber Eats. I ain't really have like I had to be there at the times that I had to be there, but like I ain't have to just sit at a desk. I ain't have to just sit at a computer. I could do whatever I really wanted to do as long as I was bringing customers in the door by any means necessary. And the selling the souls part, it I can kind of get why people say that, because the way that we make money, well, the way that I made money as a car salesman was by marking people's stuff up.
Mm,
Somebody say that they got $300 a month that they can spend on a car, right? So
yeah.
I go find a car that fits what they looking for, what have you, and the car is really only about 180 a month. I don't tell them that though. I tell them it's 250 a month.
Mm,
And with that $70 difference in the month, I automatically get about $500, $700 from that sale. So I'm locking
that's
them into a contractual agreement for what they said they was comfortable with for a higher price than it was it's actually worth, because they say, hey, somebody come to you and be like, hey, bro, them some dope beats. I'll give you $200 for one, and you selling them for 20. You gonna say, nah, fam, I only get them go for $20. No, you're not gonna do that because somebody told you how much they feel like your stuff is worth.
I feel that. I've it's crazy because I get it. It's a weird dance, but actually the way that it helped me look at it better and not think of it as such a nasty place. One of my
Mm-hmm.
good homies introduced me to the art of business,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what basically helped me because originally it was just like, nah, man, until I figure this shit out, I'm just gonna give everything for free because I don't want to be a part of this nasty ass shit. And
Yeah.
then someone brought me to the light of it's another form of art. It's value. It's it's kind of just like messing around with numbers and calculations and seeing how you can yeah, bro, it's just the art of value when you really get down to the nitty grit of it. And I learned to appreciate it, and that's also what allowed me to sell that $200 beat.
Right? Cause like the whole thing about it, bro, is when you go into a grocery store and you pay $2 for some bananas, you think they got the bananas for $2?
Oh hell no, you
No.
know.
Mm-mm.
No, they ain't. Like, you, everybody agrees like as a whole about the difference between the value of a dollar and the value of things and the value of experiences. Like, it didn't really I mean, yeah, it cost you some money for your computer and everything else, but it didn't really cost you much to make the beat. It costs your time though, and your time
Yeah.
is valuable. So like, that's what I had to learn with the shirt business, because I used to actually do my shirts by hand, and I charged like $25 a shirt. But
What do you mean by
that,
hand?
I would actually, I have like a die cutter machine called a Cricut or a Cry Cut, however
Mm,
you say it. And basically, I would purchase vinyl material to put into the die cutter, and it cuts out the design how I want it to be, whether it's words, numbers, letters, symbols, whatever. And I'd have it cut out, and then I put it onto the shirt, iron it onto the shirt, right? So
yeah.
all in all, I come out for the price of the vinyl, which of course I could keep using because it's like a roll of it for like $10, and I could probably make about 2, 3, maybe 4 shirts with that roll, depending on how much somebody wants on it. But
Yeah.
that costs about $10. The die cutter costs money, of course. The shirt. So as far as materials go, and as far as what I was selling it for, it wasn't really break even. I would make about like $5, $10 here and there per shirt. But when you calculate the time spent for one shirt, I'd literally have to go out to Michael's, purchase the shirt and the stuff, and then come back. And that's like around an hour, because I gotta go, I gotta travel, gotta get it and shop, and then come back, and then I gotta set up the design exactly how they want to, double back and check and ask how they feel about the design, make sure it's good. That's another hour. Then I actually
Mm,
gotta cut it out and put it onto the shirt. That's another hour. Yeah, I made $10 an hour, gross, about $30 or whatever, for 3 hours or 5 hours or whatever. And I spent probably about $20 on product. So I made net about $10 for 5 hours. And it's 5 hours, bro. Like, that's
yeah.
$2 an hour. What who would ever sign up for a job that pays them $2 an hour?
You're in the wrong country.
That part right there,
Right.
fam. And like, I had to realize, bro, like, that it's cliche, but the time is valuable. And like, I'm literally wasting time. And it really hit me when I realized that, like, I could be out dashing or out driving and working my actual job and making $10 an hour profit, as
Yeah.
opposed to this $5 that I made in 5 hours for one shirt. So I moved to an online model where I don't have to touch anything. I just make the design, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
set it up, somebody pay me, boom, done. and I got the website set up and whatnot, so people can just go ahead and purchase designs that I already made. Some of them for other people. More recently, I've started making my own designs, like Tokyo Ghoul designs, Hunter by Hunter. What the last one I dropped? I dropped some, not Black Clover. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. That's
There
it.
you go.
Demon Slayer. I had dropped some Demon Slayer on the site too on 47 Wood Street.
So
But
let me. I know you're doing shirts, but are you are you ever considering hopping into fashion, like deeper into it?
I mean, in all honesty, yeah, that's the ultimate goal, to have like my own line and not just, oh, I took some pictures from this anime and dressed it up with some nice words or the title or what have you, and just found some of the coolest pictures online to put it on the shirt and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I actually do want to eventually go ahead and move towards my own model, make it truly 47 Wool Street, like just like Route 21 or some shit like that. But it's a process, and it would take time. It would take time for me
Yeah.
to come up with individual designs and stuff like that, and fashion and whatnot. It would take so much time, and until I'm actually making enough money off of the easy way,
Yeah.
then I mean, shit, my name ain't even out there yet. Like like I got about 100 followers now on the what's the name, on the Facebook page, which is great. Like, so people starting to know that 47 Wood Street exists, a place
Yeah.
that they can go and get like their pop culture, their their anime stuff like that. But until it starts generating enough money so I don't have to work my own job, and so I can start implementing slowly just my own original designs, I'm gonna go with what's been paying me,
Yeah.
because people
And
like anime.
And I get it because, like, honestly, that feels like what a lot of us are doing. We're here trying to basically craft a way to get us more time so we can do what we really want. And I always bring this up now because when I first heard it, it just kind of sat me on my ass. It was a line said by the Red Queen in Alice in Wonderland. We live in a place where we have to basically run really, really fast to stay in the same place, and we got to
Hmm.
run even faster than that just to get somewhere else. Like I think it's
Yeah,
so crazy how this world kind of works. It's
it's a
nasty.
rat
But
race,
hey,
hamster wheel.
it is. But at the end of the day, though, it's like that's the thing that gets you back up and going. Though, it's like it's like you kind of like it. It's like that you like the hustle. It's
Mhm.
like I know for me, I do enjoy those moments where it's just like, okay, I said I'm gonna do this, this, and that, and now I gotta stay up and late to the middle of the morning in order to get it done. Like, I don't know, I kind of like that shit. Like, I like that hustle and bustle.
I feel you on that, bro. I really do. Like, I have my moments, like where I like it, where I dislike it, where like it's like, man, why can't this world just be simple, bro? Why can't we just be communist or some shit? Everybody gets, you get some cake, you get some cake. Like, why can't everybody just get shit? Then like the intellectual side of me realizes that shit isn't really the most plausible, because one, you still have to work in a communist country too. Anyway, but like the logic side of me is like, even if it's just handed out, you still you'd still have to get out and go do something. We all gonna end up like the fat people on Wally if that wasn't the case. Just rolling around in the roller chair with the controls and shit,
Now,
not knowing what the fuck.
I want to hear Ty's thoughts on this because I just realized what happened. Me and you started talking like we normally would, and we can't just have a cast where Ty is here and she's silent the whole time. So, Ty, what are your thoughts on how we are basically mistreated as humans because all they want us to do is have our heads stuffed in the damn computer all day for somebody else?
Man, well, that's my full-time job, having my head stuck in the computer all day. So Hey, but I make damn good money doing it. So dang, I don't know. Cause like honestly, my dream job has always been what I'm doing right now. So while on the outside it looks like I'm sorry, I'm like really optimistic about stuff. While on the outside
As you
it
should
looks
be.
like it looks like, oh, they working their ass off, this, that, they getting paid this amount, but such and such is getting paid this amount. For me, I'm happy I got a job like that. I'm responsible for my own life and well-being because it would suck to be relying on somebody else and then say we were living in a world where they give us checks on checks on checks on checks to maintain our standard of living and then one day the checks just stop. Then what the fuck you gonna do? Sorry, am I allowed to cuss?
You are allowed to say whatever the hell you want.
No, but for real, like if we lived in that type of world where we were basically sugar babies for the higher ups, like what would we do when
Mm.
that check and that fundage stopped? Like we wouldn't have any real world experience. We wouldn't know how to take care of ourselves. If we got kids, we wouldn't know how to take care of them or, do for them what they might need. So I'm happy to be able to have the independency where yes, I work for somebody else, but they pay me a damn good amount of money to do the work that I do.
My
And I just
soul
got
is
a
worth
raise,
this.
just got a raise and a bonus, so I'm good, no complaints right now. Holla at me in about a week, guys.
So the crazy part about that is like I'm in that position too, but what really started bothering me was when I wanted to hang with the homies. Like when we started doing this D&D stuff, like
Mhm.
it was really fun, but then I started realizing just how much time I really had because I'm also still trying to help people, It's just
Yeah.
it's one of those things where you start realizing like well shit, this is what Wolf was saying, how important your time is. And for me, I go to work and I sit there and go like, man, what would I be doing if I had these 8 hours that I give to someone else?
Sleep,
Just
fam. Sleep.
Sleep. Yep, that's it.
I would not be sleep.
Be in hibernation somewhere. Yep.
Right, because
But
for me, it's a little bit more like 12 hours I be giving to other people. And it's just like, man, say, cause I did as, I was at that point in different like jobs and shit like that where I would always be thinking, man, if I ain't had this job, I could be doing this, that, and the third. And when I didn't have that type of job, I didn't do nothing. Like I didn't do anything with it. Was like I really, really wanted this. I really, really wanted this. And then it was like, well, here you go. You don't
Yeah.
have to work here
mm,
anymore. Just relax. And guess what the fuck I did? Relaxed my ass off.
Yeah, that's like same for me. So the company that I'm with right now, I've been with them for like 7 years. So since I was 19, I've been with this company, and I've never had like a real vacation until I got
mm.
to have a
Excuse me.
maternity leave. Like after having the baby, I had a maternity leave, and I was off for 4 months straight, 4 months paid. Amen. But yeah, like I had that 4 months off, and the whole time prior to that, I was like, man, I can't wait to get these 4 months off. I'm gonna be so productive. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get back in school and finish up these classes. You know what I did for my 4 months off? I
What'd
laid
you
up
do?
in bed with my babies. That's what I did for 4 whole months. I laid in bed with my babies. I didn't do anything that I said I would be doing. I rested. I was like, okay,
But
maybe
right before
tomorrow.
the 4 months was up, though, right before the 4 months was up, you did start a business.
You are right. I did. I
Yeah.
waited until 2 days before I went back to work.
That's a spirit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Actually, it's crazy because it's not crazy. I keep saying that. That's my line for the night. It's crazy, but what I basically the thing that always bothered me when I thought about leaving to go start something else or do another job because that's the goal now, make my own place and have my own stuff. But I always wondered, do I need something pulling me from the things that I love so that way I'll still want to do it? If I didn't have those things pulling me from it, would I still want to do it? Actually, a homie of mine said this in another cast. He said he always likes to look at it, if there were no other humans on the planet, would you still do it? And I don't know. I kind of like to dabble with that thought because
That's the existential crisis right there, fam. if I wasn't being held back from doing all this shit and still making it and still doing what it is that I want to do, despite being held back, if I wasn't held back anymore, would I still want to do it? No, not really. Like
is that
if it was
really, bro?
I put it this way, bro. Like I don't know. I feel like I would want to do it, but everything like the fact that okay, slow down. It's a few things. One, if I wasn't being held back from being able to do the things that I wanted to do, that space would get filled with something naturally, whether it is the thing that I want to do more of or other things that I didn't realize that I wanted to do.
Mm.
See, freedom is kind of a double-edged sword because, like, think about it like this: if it wasn't for the potential fame and money and all those other things, would I still want to be a rapper? I don't think so. If it wasn't possible for me to blow the fuck up, because like some people say that you gotta do it just so you can show the way to people that didn't believe they could do it. I mean, is it worth doing if you're not getting something from it?
I don't know, babe.
Oh, excuse me.
For me, I do music because I want to be to the point where like Nami is like 20, Kaden 24 or whatever, and be like, y'all know back in the day, y'all mama used to sing. Y'all know, y'all mama got down. Like y'all want to hear my music. Like I don't too much care about the fame side of thing, which is why I don't really promote myself like I know I should or could. I just do it because I like to write, and like I like just start humming randomly, and you be like, "Ooh, babe, that sound good."
Yeah,
Thanks. I'm not gonna
that's true.
remember it in 10 minutes, but it's just me. Like I'm constantly sitting around freestyling to my kids, or me and him will sit down and have like a freestyle back to back with each other. And I just do
All
it
right.
because like I'm not about to do a freestyle right now. I just do it
No,
because
no, 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 no. Yeah. So, that's later. That's later. But I was definitely gonna say, no, you should take advantage of that. I do that all the time. When the song pops up in your head, you should pull out your phone, record it. Um, that's music, man. Like you don't want to just get rid of it like that. Like have it
yeah.
and create it and turn it to something. Get you a little app, record into it, and there you go. You just made your next hit song real easy because you just hummed it on your phone. Do
That's what
that.
happened with the song that I'm having come out now. It's called Faded. Like we were in the car and something came on and like the word faded just kept repeating in my head for some reason. And then like an hour or so later, KG or Carl, he's like, "Hey Ty, you need a beat?" And I was like, sure. Send it over. Let me see if I can do something with it. And he sent it over and I promise within like 2.5 minutes, I sent him back a whole song and was like, okay, this is the song. This is it. Just from this one word, faded, I wrote an entire song to the first beat that I heard. Like, it's crazy how it works that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's crazy. The saying for the night is what's crazy is.
That's gonna be the title of this podcast. It's crazy. dot dot dot.
No, it's just gonna be called Wolf and Tie. But
Okay. That's cool too.
but oh shit. It's I don't know, it just those are the questions that not necessarily bother me, but I like to play around with it. I like to have thought experiments with them because I don't know, I like for me, it's morphed into one of the things. It used to be something selfish, like I want to make music so great that the aliens have to bring me back to life. But then it started morphing into because now I'm on my Naruto shit and I want to attempt to save as many people as I can. I want to make the music that when the aliens come, they stop killing us because the music goes so hard. Like that's my
That's
goal
some dope
for my
ass music.
music.
Yeah.
Right. We can't touch that planet. It's the music planet. What you talking about? 97 point dot? What? Really? that's where it comes from.
Actually, that's a funny Rick and Morty episode. They
I remember.
yeah.
When the golden head showed up out of nowhere, like, is it
Yeah.
God?
Get Swifty. Yeah, bro.
I remember that episode. I remember that
Uh,
episode mostly because he wanted like the president's signature or some shit like that.
yeah,
And Rick
yeah.
was about to go to and he was like, nah, bro, it's cool. I don't even need the signature like that. Nah, Morty, you gonna get your signature and this bitch gonna give it to you.
I love that show.
And then one of my favorite lines from that was when he was like the president dude was like, you fucked up now, Rick. Okay, go get Rick, guy. Guy goes up and Rick just shoots him. And he like, what did you do to him? He's dead. You could have just like neutralized him. People aren't scared of being neutralized. They're scared of being dead. So he's dead. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, and the crazy part for me, the other joke was the whole it's the old hit them with the laser, make a snake come out the other side thing, so it make them think they turn into a snake. Like that shit was. This shit is stupid.
He said it like it was just some normal shit. Like yeah, it's a typical Tuesday. I just got to get him with that one. Like you have that in your repertoire, sir?
So, when it comes to fusing you guys together, do you see a place where basically Ty has it's like a salon, and then basically around that salon is like your fashion and all this, like all your what does that look like? And then another question for you, Wolf, is I'm interested in knowing what does Wolf's fashion look like? Like 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 for me, I always like to think that I'll come back and be on some Egyptian shit and rocking some bangles or some bullshit. But what the hell does Wolf's fashion look like? And before I get there, because like I said, we can't just leave Tyra out of the conversation. So before that, do you guys think of that like a space, like a shop or just yeah? Do you guys think of that? Like, what does that look like for you guys? If you combined and had a shop together, what would it look like?
Man, that would be interesting. I hadn't thought about having like
Right.
a shop. Honestly, when I ventured into having an online shoe boutique, I did look into leasing spaces because I love shoes. But they scammed me and took my money, so I stopped that business. I stopped that business. But as far as doing the hair, especially with everything's going on, the pandemic and whatnot, I hadn't thought much about having a salon or like an actual space. Right now, we just have our living area downstairs in our home, and one side of the dining area is for 47 Wolf Street, and then the other side is for Twisted by Ty. So it's kind of like just split off right now.
Yo, which I mean, shit, we have to do what we got to do with what we got right now. I mean, that's
Right,
pretty much how.
exactly.
I mean, shit, I'm recording this shit with two science folders behind me. It's black screen, so that way it looks like I'm in some cool place. But in reality, I'm not in the cool place at all.
You got to do what you can with what you got. Yeah.
Exactly. But
I act like I'm okay, but deep down inside,
I'm not
hey,
okay.
man, I'm not okay.
okay, X.
Shoots. I mean, I call myself sane because I'm not. No, but anyway, but no, because I always like to tell Wolf like I always go on tangents and I like to try to share that shit with Wolf because like those are some ideas that I would love to see him use too because I was showing him the other day the whole idea between a virtual space and being able to have like I got this ideal in my head to make a virtual mall to basically where you could showcase things and then you'll have it in that space and then people can go link up with you in like the real world. But like recently, I had a conversation with someone about basically creating a space because we do a lot of this crap in the virtual and we do what we have, but it's like I want to start planning for the future and like something physical because like I don't know I have this thought of building a like a new Elm for some reason, just a place where you can put all this stuff at, and it'd be cool to create a new place. Like, have you guys been to Cypress Waters?
I believe so. It seems familiar.
Like the name
It,
sounds familiar, but I can't remember
it
being
was
there.
like
But
a
the
big.
name,
It's like a big ass shopping center. Like I think we got something similar out here. Like that's what you're talking about, right? It's like a place where there's a whole lot of shops and like um of differing things, like food places, like an
Yeah,
outside mall,
yeah.
basically.
So yeah, that's exactly you're in the right place. The concept is basically work there, play there, live there, and it's over here in Capel, and it's a beautiful concept, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like that could be you could take that concept, implement that based on creative people, and what I mean by creative people, I mean like people who are just you know what I mean. Like I'm not talking about like everybody's creative, but you know what I mean, like
yeah, I
art
know.
people,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be cool to build something like that because I don't know. That's where my thought process is going, and that's why I like hanging out with everybody that's making shit because it would be cool to put all that into a place one day and see
Like
where the hell that goes.
like Google City.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Cause they got apartments, they got food places. Like it's like a whole autonomous city. But I definitely feel that, bro. Like that's a pretty dope idea, actually.
it is. It is.
That's why I want y'all to think on that idea, what y'all store look like, and y'all gotta put that idea together and do that shit because I know for a fact that Wolf and Tie storefront will look amazing. But shit, I really don't have any questions. Like, cause like you know how I do this shit. I be dabbling. I be sitting there just kind of bouncing around with all the shit. And the honestly, cause I know you guys have kids and stuff to do. So um, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have to hot mic you real quick because you guys are both artists and you can't leave without freestyling.
What?
Oh,
I didn't know about this.
me
Bro, I
neither.
always forget.
I'm a little hoarse today.
Last time, bro, I was supposed to hit you with that, but I forgot. I forgot what the hell ended the conversation before I could remember. But everybody that spits, they're supposed to freestyle. I've made E freestyle.
No,
Um,
you didn't. I watched E. I watched the one where you and E. He did not freestyle, if I remember
he didn't
right.
freestyle. He did it. No. He did. It's the one before that. The one before that he freestyled on. I remember it. I got these hoes.
Well, who's going first? Not it.
We can go by the oldest, sir. You can go. I don't have a freestyle. I mean, obviously you don't have a freestyle, but I can't think of anything. I'm like multitasking right now. I can't think of a freestyle.
Let's see. Um,
I can spit
this
something that's been written.
Nah, bro, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing
Oh,
that. Come on,
oops.
man. It's Dr. Seuss. It's just Dr. Seuss. Come on.
Give him a word and see what he come up with. Give him a word.
Orangutan.
Oh.
Okay, you serious about this, ain't you?
Bro, I am. I'm dead serious.
Oh, okay. I got a
I,
line.
okay, shit. 'Cause I was about to light my black, and I was about to
My
just get on
lines
my
are
TikTok
always
mode.
stupid though. Well, you can do it after my little one liner. You know these are always stupid when they come to mind. We in the field like Tarzan and Jane, jumping through the trees like some damn orangutans.
Yeah,
Yeah, a straight
boy.
flame. You just monkey in and around. All right, now monkey
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
monkey do.
It's on you, babe. You got it.
Okay, do I still do orangutan or am I doing a different word?
You get a new word. Your
What's
word
up?
is bismuth.
What?
That was
Dismiss.
bismuth, that colorful ass rock.
Business. Okay, I really do this shit. Uh, my favorite color used to be blue. Call it bismuth. I dismiss all the bullshit, like this shit. I'm trying to find out how the fuck to put these lines together. Trying to build this rap game tougher than leather. I'm starting the era Wolf Alexander forever. I'm feeling like the top is never really too high. I mean, I might be too high in my mind, but sometimes the time just rewind and I find the pieces that I left behind and um I don't know. Do y'all want me to keep going or no? I'm
I just
really
wanted you to
asking.
rhyme that with Jon Snow. But you know what, bro? It's all good. You can keep that on the low.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
it's all dope. Oh snap! I'm about to reveal I got the flow. But anyway, nah. Oh, so the last thing I'll leave you guys with, you guys should come hang with us next week. Next Friday, I'm going to be trying out. It's a beta for there used to be a shop, not a shop. There used to be a I guess a club down in Deep Ellum called Arnetic, and I am going to be doing my best to recreate it, but VR form, and I'm going to call it VRnetic because I'm just lame and that works. Um, but basically, we originally talked about Freestyle Fridays, and what I'm gonna do is have a combination of Freestyle Fridays and open mic, and I'm gonna be testing it out. So if you guys are interested, feel free come through. Well, not come through. Feel free to turn on your phone and join some niggas in the virtual reality.
Log on, guys. Log on. Okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
down. Just hit me up with time and links and stuff like that.
All right. Well, shoots. Other than that, man, I guess tell everybody where they can find you. Wait, you guys already did that in the beginning. Um, just make sure you guys send me your links that you want promoted alongside with this, and also a photo to go with the promo art over this crap. You know how that goes.
Yes, yes.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. It was awesome talking to y'all. We got to do it again, and next time actually with video because I've been doing that, and that's like the new thing for me, man. But
I know, bro. I know.
We'll be ready
but
next time.
all right, y'all. Y'all take it easy and much love. Oh, and stay light.
Stay light,
Yes,
fam.
sir. Stay light, fam.